What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfiles.com, back with another video. For this one, I'm going to go over all of the 2024 Air Jordan release dates that we know of so far. Don't worry, we're going to get back to the news videos this week, but there's a lot of dates that have been dropped and I want to go over them here. So with the exception of two, we have specific dates for each shoe. One pair we have a month, and the other pair is new to the channel. I did report about it on Sneaker Files, but I wanted to talk about it in this video. And this isn't all the releases. So, for example, we have a few Air Jordan 1 Low 85 colorways that are going to release during spring 2023. We don't have a specific release date for them, so they're not going to be in this video. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Just as a heads up, the order I'm going into is first I'm going to talk about shoes that were originally scheduled to release in 2023, but were pushed to 2024. And then from there, I'm going to go through probably my least favorite to the most anticipated releases, at least in my opinion. And the first shoe we're going to talk about is the Air Jordan 2 Italy. Some people are calling it Gucci. However, to me, the Italy nickname is more fitting. Now, this pair was originally expected to debut on November 18th. However, it has been delayed and now will debut on January 20th. The shoes will also be available in men's, grade school, and toddler sizing, and the retail price will be $175. The last shoe that was expected to debut in 2023 and will now debut in 2024 is the Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 Low OG. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a first look yet at the time of recording. Also, we're not sure how it's going to look. However, the shoes will feature a black cell and metallic gold color combination. Initially expected to debut in December, they will now drop on February 15th, and they are expected to retail at $140. Although I'm excited about this pair, I don't know if a lot of others are. This is the Air Jordan 14 Low Mineral Till. Now, this is just a mock-up. It kind of has Seattle vibes to them, and they are currently scheduled to release on February 24th. The retail price will be $180. Also, this is a women's exclusive release. Now, originally when this information came out on the Air Jordan 2 women's sell, we had a mock-up. However, this image right here is said to be accurate, known as Cell. A lot of people are now calling them Python. It kind of reminds me of the Nike Air Python. I'm not sure if many people remember that. They actually retroed, I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago, maybe longer than that, I'm not too sure. But if you're looking to grab this pair, they drop on January 10th in women's sizing for $175. The mock-up shown on the Air Jordan 4 women's sell is said to be accurate, which in my opinion, they're pretty clean. They feature a cell, metallic gold, and black color combination, mostly cell throughout, and then we have the small details of metallic gold throughout. So this pair will launch on March 16th, and the retail price will be $200. Again, this will be a women's exclusive. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 1 High OG. This is another women's pair known as Dusted Clay. Now, this is labeled an SP, and they are expected to be a collaboration. So what you're looking at is just simply a mock-up. They won't look like this probably at all. And although they're rumored to be a collaboration, we don't know who they're actually going to be with. But the shoes feature a Dusted Clay, Cacao Wow, and Burnt Sunrise color combination, and they are scheduled to release on March 6th for $180. If it's up to me, I hope that this mock-up doesn't resemble what the release looks like at all. It's not that Sneakerhead Z didn't do a good job on them. I'm just not a fan of the colorway whatsoever. But this pair is known as the Air Jordan 1 High OG Craft Sea Glass. So we have several pairs part of the Craft series, and the shoes feature a sea glass, pale ivory, and coconut milk color combination. So this pair is scheduled to release on March 30th, and the retail price will be $180. This is a pair that I can't wait for them to release. It's the Air Jordan 14 Flint Gray. Now, the official colorway is Flint Gray, Stealth, and White, and this is simply a mock-up. However, they're said to be inspired by the Air Jordan 8 Cool Gray. Currently scheduled to release on March 20th, the retail price will be $210. Originally being called Yellow Ochre, here is the Air Jordan 13 Blue Gray. Now that comes from the color description, which is white, yellow ochre, blue gray, and black. Now, the inspiration for the shoe is said to be from the Tour Yellow Air Jordan 4, which originally released in 2006. Also, what you're looking at is an accurate mock-up of what's releasing. So, scheduled to release on February 10th, the retail price will be $200. This is another nice pair in my opinion. However, it's a women's exclusive and it's the Air Jordan 5 Lucky Green. What you're looking at is an accurate mock-up. They'll feature a white, lucky green, black, and ice blue color combination. One thing I do like is the 2-3 stitched by the heel. This kind of makes me want to see the fire red with the black tongue return. I know a lot of people are waiting on that. But the shoes will drop on February 28th and the retail price will be $200. This is another pair that's said to be an accurate representation of what's releasing. It's the Air Jordan 6 Yellow Ochre. Now, basically it has the carmine color blocking, but instead of red, we have yellow, more of a shade of gold. And the shoes are scheduled to release on February 3rd for $200. The Air Jordan 3, known as White Navy, will debut in January. The official colorway is white, midnight navy, black, and cement gray. Specifically, the shoes will drop on January 13th for $200. I know this is just a mock-up, however, I hope that Jordan Brand releases this shoe just like this. It's the Air Jordan 3 Craft Gray Mist. The official colorway is ivory, gray mist, and cream, and they'll drop on March 2nd, and the retail price will be $210. Some people are calling this shoe the Air Jordan 1 High OG black and white. Others are calling them Reverse Panda. At this point, it's entirely up to you. But shown is an accurate mock-up of what's releasing. They'll feature a simple black and white color combination, and they're scheduled to release on February 24th in men's, grade school, preschool, and toddler sizing, and the retail price will be $180. This is a shoe that I wish would release in both men's and women's sizing. It's the Air Jordan 1 High OG metallic gold. They are dropping exclusively in women's sizing. This is also an accurate mock-up of what's releasing, and they're currently scheduled to release on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, and the retail price will be $180. This information came out some time back, but this is an accurate mock-up of the Air Jordan 1 High OG Yellow Ochre. I actually like this colorway, the blocking as well, and they're currently scheduled to release on January 27th, and the retail price will be $180. Most of you already know that the Air Jordan 5 Olive will return in 2024. The shoes originally released in 2006, and they're currently scheduled to release on March 9th for $210. Now, although not confirmed, more than likely this pair will be available in full family sizing. Another dope pair that I'm excited about returning is the Air Jordan 9 Powder Blue. Now, I hope they give them the true OG treatment. Some of you guys might remember back in 2010, they dropped a similar pair. However, it did have some differences, including the number 23 stitched on the heel. Now, the images you're looking at is the OG pair. It's not the new one. It's not a mock-up. And they're currently scheduled to release on March 23rd, and the retail price will be $210. For the first time, the Air Jordan 1 High Metallic Burgundy will make a return to retailers, but in the 85 form. The shoes are close to the metallic red, however, the actual shade of red used is a bit darker. And this shoe is set to release on February 16th. So this is one of many shoes set to celebrate All-Star Weekend, and the retail price will be $200. It seems that a lot of people are excited for the Air Jordan 17 Low Lightning to make a return. I know I'm excited, however, the one thing I don't like is the retail price, which for this pair, it's going to be $250. I did see some samples of them. They're not expected to come with a briefcase. In fact, the low top version never came with a briefcase. It was the mid/high, whatever you want to call it. And they're currently scheduled to release on February 10th, so just before All-Star Weekend. This pair is on top of my list as far as pickups go in 2024. It's the Air Jordan 4 Bred Reimagined. Now, initially they were expected to release in March. However, they pushed them forward, and they'll now debut on February 17th. Another pair to celebrate All-Star Weekend. Now, with this shoe, the retail price has gone up a little bit. Traditionally, it would be $210, but now it's going to be $215. Now, that isn't a deal breaker for me, but I definitely see what they're doing here. Also, for those that don't know, since this is a reimagined shoe, it's not going to be like the OG. Instead, this time around, they'll come constructed with leather. Okay, for these two shoes right here, we don't have specific release dates for. However, Z Sneakerhead Z and I, we broke the news about a couple weeks ago when I wasn't putting out videos, so I wanted to include it in this video. But A Ma Maniére will release 2 Air Jordan 17 Low collaborations in 2024. Now, one of the images shown is an accurate representation of what's releasing. The other pair, I can't confirm the color blocking at the time of recording. However, the two are expected to debut this summer. I've heard summer. It could be sooner. One pair is known as Beach, and that's inspired by A Ma Maniére's upcoming beach location on the shores of the Atlantic in Folly Beach, South Carolina. The second pair is known as Cabin, and according to their website, they didn't give much details, but the cabin location is a luxury cottage space. Now, from my source, if you thought the retail price for the Air Jordan 17 Low was going to be high, I've been told that the retail price will be $300 each. That's crazy. Now, the colorway is nice, but $300 is a lot of money to spend on a pair of shoes. But at the same time, I've spent a lot more on them. So we'll see as we get closer to the release if my mind changes. For the last pair in this video, we have the Air Jordan 4 Military Blue. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a specific release date. However, we do have a month narrowed down, so I thought I should include it anyways. But at the time of recording, they are scheduled to release in May. Now, for those that are not fans of the Reimagined theme, the good news is that this pair is not part of the Reimagined series. They're going to come like the OGs with Nike Air on the heel. And also, the Air Jordan 4 is celebrating its 35th anniversary next year, so that's why we got this pair, the Bread Reimagined, and probably a lot more. Also, the retail price is said to be $210, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was bumped up to $215 like the Bread Reimagined. And that's going to do it for this video. Like always, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. If you have a second and haven't done so already, also appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the button below. Also, turn on the notification bell so you can be alerted every time I drop a new video. Now, I hope you guys have a good 4th. This video should be live the day before. For Wednesday, I'm going to drop a short, and then possibly Thursday or Friday drop a news video because I know it's been a while since I've done one. So be on the lookout for that. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.